Oh, hey YouTube, what's with again? My name is David McCullough, your coach of the South Texas Sableyes, and this is going to be your Week 9 matchup for the XBL. Now, if you don't know why we skipped from, I believe, Week 6 to Week 9, there's an update video in the description down below. I feel like I keep saying that for every video, but the update was really relevant to my life, so I'm going to keep plugging it. This is Week 9. Our Week 7 was a forfeit against Kyle A because I was having connection issues. Our Week 8 was a forfeit from under the radar Kelly. He was very busy, so we have not had 2 weeks of battles in this league, but we're coming at you with Week 9 versus PaPaSea in the New York Klinks. Now, first things first, I need to shout out PaPaSea because he is the one who gave me suggestions on how to get around my Wi-Fi connectivity issues, and it has been working. So first off, thank you so much. Also, go check out his channel and subscribe to him. He is also in the NPA alongside us, and he has been giving me just helpful advice about everything from internet connectivity to draft league. So PaPaSea, this is your shout out. Go subscribe to him if you're a part of, you know, my internet family, the Color Crew, but you're not a part of the PaPaSea men. That's probably not what he calls the subscribers, but we're gonna roll with it. Now, PaPaSea's team is terrifying, and this week he is bringing none other than the Protein Greninja, which was his sort of like special mon that he got to draft. If you don't remember, we were all allowed to draft sort of like a busted or broken mon that's normally banned to Ubers and banned from draft league play. Mine was Shaymin Sky, his was Protein Greninja. He also has the Delmise, the Blaziken, the Lando T, which already this just seems unfair because all of these Pokemon are really good. The Scavalier, which I think is, you know, it's kind of one of those, it's one of those really nice value picks in the lower tier. And then a Alolan Raichu, which I think he loves for some reason, but I don't like it at all. Now, as for my team, I'm bringing a Sticky Web Rabombi because Sticky Webs have been really good for me all season. I think it's one of the best ways to get outspeeds on mons you need outspeeds on. I'm bringing the Spicy Persian. This Persian is Hypnosis, Nasty Plot, Water Pulse, Swift. I love this set. It was really good against his team in prepping, so we're bringing it. We're bringing a pretty standard Intimidate Hitmontop with Assault Vest, I believe, a standard Life Orb Sky Shaymin. This has been the Shaymin I've brought each week, and it has done absolutely nothing. I think it's gotten maybe a kill. We're bringing the Mega Gyarados, which has thoroughly impressed me this season. It's become one of my favorite Megas. It managed to get a 6-0 week 1. Shout outs to Hero Horde. Definitely go subscribe to that guy. I'm sorry I flinched you. And as our last mon, we are bringing Heatran. And this is going to be a spicy battle. And like we've been doing recently, we're post-calming it. You know, we react to videos on this channel. We don't do live Wi-Fi battles. We react to Wi-Fi battles that we forgot because we're late on posting everything. Now, I should go ahead and say, I thought once I had to forfeit to Cal A, I could no longer make playoffs. If I win this, seeing as Kelly forfeited to me, I'll be at a record of 5-4 with a really good differential. And I think I actually have an outside shot of playoffs. So we're playing for playoffs. We're really gonna go in and try to get them. Let's get into this and react to this Wi-Fi battle. I love you. I see you, PaPaSea, with your default character. Change your clothes. Take the hat off. The hat is awful. Anyways, starting off, we see that PaPaSea leads Greninja. Also, this background is incredible. When I was selecting the background for this video, it just said hearts, and I didn't know what that meant, and I think this is the perfect background to describe this. So anyways, we're gonna lead Rabombi, and I probably should have just clicked Sticky Webs turn 1. I knew I outsped this Greninja unless it was Choice Scarfed, and this reveals that it is in fact Choice Scarf. So it's gonna get a pretty big Ice Beam off on me. I dropped to about 25% health, and instead of clicking Sticky Webs, I just clicked Moonblast. Not the best idea. Now I'm in a situation where I have to switch out, but we know he's Choice Scarf, so we can go directly out into our Assault Vest Hitmontop. We can eat up this hit like it's nobody's business, and I'm pretty sure that bringing Hitmontop here will lure in his Landorus Therian, which sets me up for a pretty sweet play. I think I just said pretty 3 times because sometimes I get excited and I stutter. So we know he has to switch out. He can do no damage to us. We can OHKO him with any fighting type attack. He goes out into Lando, and I take this opportunity to pull a pretty clean double switch into Mega Gyarados now, or not Mega, it's not Mega yet. Now the problem here is Landorus Therian still hits like a truck after Intimidate. I probably could have made this play better. Like, I think the double switch was good. Going into Gyarados is fine. I expected him to switch out here, I'm not gonna lie, but he's gonna stay in. And once I saw this, when I was battling, I was like, what's he gonna do? Of course he's just gonna click U-turn because you have to Mega first turn, and now you're a Dark type. So now the U-turn's gonna chunk you even though he's at -1. You could have played smarter is what I'm trying to say. I get my Dragon Dance up, so I know that I don't think anything on his team at this point that can outspeed me and Oko me. I don't think the Greninja has that ability. It might, maybe with like low kick, but the moral of the story is there's not many things. So now he switches out into this, which tells me 100% it's Choice Scarf. Knowing it's Choice Scarf, I stay in because I'm a pretty bulky Gyarados and I know I'll live a Thunderbolt because this thing's special attack stat is just not great. So we live, we're obviously gonna kill it with Crunch. And here is the play where I think it was a little strange to me. He goes out from, or after the, not he goes out into rather, but after the Raichu dies, he switches in to the Escavalier, to the Man's Not Hot. I think it would have just made more sense to switch into something that outsped me because I get a pretty big waterfall off here and we're gonna die. And you know, it's not the greatest, but we've taken out the Alolan Raichu. We've severely damaged this thing and the Greninja is chunked. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I get to go on to Lemon knowing 157% I can get my webs up against this thing, which is what I'm gonna do here. He goes out into Blaziken, which I think is a pretty scary play. This Blaziken could have been a million different sets. I know I outspeed it though, so after I get my sticky webs up, I'm just gonna stay in and at this point I'm just like, okay, Rabombi, you can die. I don't need you. I'm gonna Moonblast here to gauge damage. And this is when I was just like, oh my God, why are people sleeping on Rabombi? Look at that damage. And then on top of that, he goes for Swords Dance, which is just like, okay, so now this thing doesn't get access to priority, I don't think, or if he does, it's definitely not boosted by Swords Dance. We just get to go for another Moonblast into this Cortez now. Now this thing is kind of problematic, like it's not the easiest thing for my team to break through, but at the same time, I still have Shaymin Sky, which 100% like mops the floor with it. Even Assault Vest variants just kind of die to an Air Slash. So we go for a Moonblast. It does a nice chunk of damage. I think he's gonna stay in and go for the Rapid Spin, so I just stay in and I keep going for these Moonblasts. Now this thing is below half. He gets the Rapid Spin off. I'm just gonna set up webs again. I know I'm not dying to the Rapid Spin. I stay in, I go for webs, and I'm just hoping that he kills me. I'm hoping that he knocks me out. That's all I want him to do. I do not want him to Rapid Spin in succession because we'll get in a situation where I'm setting up webs, he's Rapid Spinning, and then I die, and he has gotten rid of the webs. He does kill me, and this is sort of, I think, the beginning of the end of this match. Like I said, Shaymin Sky just gets to come in and mop the floor with this thing. I don't think he's gonna wanna let it go down. I'm gonna go for an Air Slash either way, and he just brings in Man's Not Hot, sacks it off, it dips, everything gets its speed lowered at this point. That means my Shaymin is going to be faster than his entire team 100%. Even the Scarf Greninja, it's gonna outspeed because I put in enough speed investment in my Shaymin to outspeed Greninja by 2 points, I think. It was randomly 2 points, which means that with a Choice Scarf, it's gonna be raised one stage and the web's gonna lower it one stage. We're gonna outspeed. This is probably more risky of a play than I needed to make, but instead of just going for the Air Slash, which has better accuracy than Seed Flare, I go for the Seed Flare, but we connected, so it doesn't matter. The Greninja goes down, and like I said, getting webs up and then getting into Shaymin at this point in the game was sort of the beginning and the end. This is going to be a Shaymin sweep, in case I guess you're unaware of that. Now this is the one turn where things could have went really, really wrong. I didn't know the set. I didn't know what this thing had except for U-turn, so I stayed in and went for Air Slash. Now I could have gone for Seed Bomb, and depending on sets, Seed Bomb had a chance to Oko, and based on that damage, I think Seed Bomb could have been close, but it wasn't a guaranteed Oko. So I went for Air Slash to, I mean, I was playing for the flinch there because had I flinched it, I 100% was able to knock it out on the second turn. Had I missed the flinch, he told me that the only move he had to hit me hard was knockoff. So the flinch in essence didn't matter, but if it was like a Stone Edge Landorus, then it would have mattered. So he switches into this thing. At this point, I just have to land another Air Slash. The only thing that is potentially against me is my accuracy. So we go for Air Slash, we land it. Now the last Pokemon on his team is Blaziken, and I don't even have to risk the Air Slash because my set is, I think, Synthesis, Seed Flare, Air Slash, Earth Power. So we just get to stay in, go for the Earth Power, and secure a pretty powerful 4-0 victory that really shows off Shaymin Sky. Because like I said, I drafted this thing first pick, and up until now, it's kind of done nothing. It's kind of done nothing. I think it went from having 1, maybe 2 kills to having actual whatever number it had +5, which is bananas because it's done garbage for me. All right, so great game, PaPaSea. If you're not subscribed to him, definitely go check him out. He's in a lot of draft leagues as well. He's very good at these battles, and he's also been very helpful to me. Go check him out. Go show him some love. His battle video is already up. Go watch it. There'll be a link to it in the description down below. But I mean, if you enjoyed watching Shaymin Sky finally get to make its mark on the XBL, and then go ahead and leave a like. It'll let me know that you liked that. And if you want to tell me how scummy I am for going for that flinch, you can leave a comment in the comment section down below. I won't even argue with you. I mean, in the end, the flinch didn't matter because I talked about it with PaPaSea. I was like, hey, sorry about that play. I didn't want to stay in and go for seed bomb, kind of like banking on the fact that you weren't bulky and maybe OHKO you, or I could just go for air slash to gauge damage, get a flinch, and see where we were at, which is what I did. But you can call me scum for that if you want. I'll even heart your comment, and I'll respond to comments for 2 days. I promise. Wink. If you're new here, definitely click that subscribe button. We're in 4 leagues right now. I'm losing my mind. Playoffs for the XBL is, I don't think next weekend, but the weekend after that. I think we're taking a week break. A lot of us are in the NPA. I'm in 3 other leagues. I'm in the XBL, the NPA, the PGBL, and the PLL. And I'm behind in some stuff, so I'm trying to catch up today. Subscribe. I'm kind of done here. I gotta leave. Bye.
So tell me something.